Here it is. We're line for. Oh fuck. Wagwan. This is fun.
Well struck. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Ah, I just too long, mate.
Go with the 9-iron, I think.
That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. Big putt for par coming up.
The game can be frustrating, can't it? And unfortunately, it's going to be a drop shot to begin the day.
And a stumble on the opening hole never sets the tone very well. It'll be interesting to see how they react.
The second, a short par 4 playing up the hill, just 345 yards.
How aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take driver out and try and get it up to the front edge, or are you going to lay it back with a long iron? That are the two thoughts that players must face. Second shot into a minuscule green with a pot bunker on the left-hand side that could be the meanest one on the golf course.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's get back to it, shall we? 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The players will face themselves with their first legitimate test at TPC River Highlands, the par 4 third.
Dogleg from right to left. Just avoid those bunkers both right and left. And there's not a single one up there on that green. This green is fairly flat with runoffs on all sides of this green. It's a wonderful design.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times. But then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Putting for birdie here.
Oh, so close.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
He's currently in a share of top spot. The par 3 fifth is no snack either, particularly at the distance of 230.
That's its only defense here, Luke. The green is fairly flat, has a couple of bunkers up there surrounding it, but to be fair, at 230 yards, it's a pretty simple, straightforward, long par 3.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Ooh, right by the hole.
Fucking hell, what's the
A
line?
par putt on the table.
Okay, let's head to the next. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The 6th is the first of our par 5s, and at 586 playing slightly downhill ridge. Players should be enticed to go for this green too.
Most players in this field will be looking to knock it on in 2. Tee shots want to favor the right-hand side to shorten up the hole ever so slightly. The second shot will be semi-blind, taking it over some bunkers and some mounds to a green that runs from right to left. Bunker front left and a runoff area over on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a bother for most of these players.
Was on a good line. A good look at a birdie here.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The par 4 7th, just under 450 yards in length, Rich. 2 just accurate shots needed here.
Just a straightaway drive and a straightaway second shot will get it done 8 days a week on this hole. This second shot, though, into a green that has 2 tiers on it. If you're not on the correct tier in 2, you're going to face a difficult putt.
Now this one looks to be heading down the runway.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Just needs this one to kick right. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in 3rd place.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. I really like the 8th here at TPC River Highlands, a good par 3.
This is a strong par 3. Water shouldn't come into play as it's some 15 yards short of the green. However, there's runoff areas both right and left that could cause some issues for these players.
Putting for birdie. Oh, just missed. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Nice little par putt here.
Leading by a couple after that hole. The 9th is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich, but recently players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, some players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's fairly bland, Luke. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Ooh, that almost went down. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Just let it where it was, Bob.
Ouch, that hurts. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Here we go, Rich.
Oh,
in the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Not a bad play, that one.
Hanging this football.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Whoa, driving it for.
That's frustrating. And that should secure the par on this one. And now that finds him in first place. Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
This putt will move them to 3 under par. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 3 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Rich, the 12th, a par 4 measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Oh, some smiles here. A bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Yeah, it will be one. Watch.
Just didn't drop.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Yeah, good putt. Well hold.
Par all day, man.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaped up. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
The winning. Ah.
Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the 10th, par 5 13th, Rich. But there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Ooh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle.
Oh well, can't complain. Fucking hell, it's right. For par. Bastard. Oh, that's fucking shit. I like that shit. It's alright. Oh, that shot was better. God, son.
Now, it's a tremendous performance around TPC River Highlands. The most birdies made, and they are your Travellers Championship winner.
And an outstanding win for this player, capturing the Travellers Championship. Hats off to him.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back nine, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
It's nice. Oh. I pressed the wrong one. Nice. Don't know if I like that t-shirt. End it. Move.